Hi, thank you for joining me here today at my Piano Pizzazz tutorial where we are continuing our work in a perfect 10. This is book 4, The Hard Stuff. So you should feel privileged that you are able to read music and interpret this language because it is so beautiful. And the song that we're working on today is called Sonatina in A minor. Okay, I love the key of A minor. It sounds good, it's comfortable for my fingers. It's rather easy because you don't have to worry about a lot of additional sharps and flats. On this particular song written by the composer here, he's a Czech composer and violinist, you'll see that resemblance to the violin in the song. So when I play the song, you're going to notice that it does sound like it could be played by the strings. So if you're on a digital piano that you have the option to do strings, violins, cello, something like that, you could even work on this piece and then put it on that setting where you could really get the flow of the strings. I think that you would enjoy that. But how we're going to work on this one today is noticing, for one thing, that the time signature is 2/4, 2 beats in each measure. Okay, so you're going to be noticing that there's also a lot of 16th notes, a lot of 8th notes, a lot of quarter notes. So to get those all in 2 beats in each measure is going to take a little bit of practice, a little bit of work. Okay, so it starts out with this arpeggio type of feel. So you have the right hand playing the first A, the left hand comes in on that left hand bass part, and then the right hand continues. So it's going to go right, left, and then the right hand quickly moves and does these sixths. So we have a lot of intervals of sixths and thirds. Okay, so they're very harmonious. Those are the two intervals that sound the most beautiful together. And that also is played a lot on the violin. So I think that that is one of the ways that he's able to imitate this sound. So I'm going to go ahead and play the A section. The A section is repeated, but when I practice this, I just do the A section one time, and then I go directly to the B section. At the end, you'll see it says D, C, Al fine. So we're going to go and back and repeat the A section one more time. So the form of the piece will be A, B, A. Mess up right there. Okay, that's a good time for me to stop and talk about that. Okay, so the left hand is going to be beginning each of those little groupings of 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a. So we're taking turns. It's a little bit of a Baroque style right there. And you're crossing over to the same note that you're playing in the bass. And then it has this little place where it has the finger numbers are tricky right here. 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. And honestly, that's probably why I messed up, because I may not have done that correct finger number. So it's important that you're practicing the correct finger numbers from the very beginning so that when you start going fast, it just falls naturally. So I want to go back and repeat that B section one more time. So there it goes back into the A section again. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this section over and through here. I enjoy where it goes back to the same idea as you have in measure 17. It does that again over here in measure 33, but this time it begins on the A, crosses over to the A, builds in that phrase, builds it again right there. Now this is the tricky spot on this one. It took me a while to get the hang of this one. This little thing right here is a trill, and they're showing you the recommended way that they prefer that you play this. A trill is just an ornament. It's supposed to be a rapid succession of notes that are alternating between two half steps. Okay, so you can do that with a voice, even in semitones, but on the piano, we can only alter the notes, say a half a step. So you can practice that with the correct fingering. Stronger fingers are able to, like 2 and 3, you control with that. But in this particular one, your 4 is going to be on that note. So you're going to need to practice the trill like with a 4th finger, 4 and 3. So that's a little bit tricky. So I'm going to do this part in slow motion right here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. You see, if I start on the D sharp, that sounds a little bit off. So I need to start on the E. That's what they're recommending here. So listen again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's going to take a little bit of slow practice. I'm going to try to bring it in again where you can see me going a little bit faster. I'm going to be starting at measure 37. I'm not familiar with this piece before this book, so this is a new song for me. I almost hit that same B flat again in that section right there. So I'm just kind of marking the things that stand out to you. If you find yourself making mistakes, just go ahead and mark those so that you're able to play those with more certainty that you're doing the right ones. The finger numbers are a little bit tricky on this. I know some of the styles are a little bit different. You may not be familiar with the trill. Even as me, I've been in piano my whole life and I'm still messing up here. I don't let that discourage me because I'm still doing my best. I'm still enjoying the song. I'm still able to share with you the way to do it, maybe the way not to do it, so that you'll be ready for this, this classical piece, this Sonatina. So enjoy your practicing, and I think that will sum it up. I'll see you up in the next video.